Hello everybody, I am a cartoonist. That's what I do for a living. I draw cartoons. Now, everybody thinks they know what a cartoon is, but sometimes when you ask them about it, they're not too sure actually. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think a cartoon is? Yes, sir. A show on TV. That's what a lot of people say, and that's technically true. Those are cartoons, but I'm talking more about in general. What is a cartoon? Yes, ma'am.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network is where you can see those shows. But yes.
Are characters that play in cartoons?
There are characters in cartoons, and that's part of cartooning. But I'm gonna give one more person a try. Yes.
Newspaper.
Newspaper is another place you see cartoons. All right, let me just demonstrate for you. Let me show you. I've got a dog. I've got a dog at home. My dog's name is Ollie. So I could draw Ollie's picture kind of like this. So, okay, well, this is one way of kind of drawing my dog Ollie, but it's not really so much the cartoon way of drawing. When you think like a cartoonist, you think a little differently from other kinds of artists. Now this is sort of, well, sort of slightly realistic way of drawing a dog. But I'm a cartoonist, and we don't draw realistically in cartooning. We don't draw things exactly the way they look. There's a big word that starts with an E that is a big part of what cartoonists do when we draw. Maybe you've heard this word before. The word is exaggerate. Have you ever heard that word?
No.
Not heard that word? It's like if you went fishing and you caught a fish about this big, and then you got home and your friend said, "How big a fish did you catch?" And you'd say, "Oh, about like that." You'd be exaggerating, right? You'd be stretching the truth a little bit. That's what cartoonists do when we do our drawings. My dog might look kind of like this, but when I do a cartoon of my dog, here's the way he looks. Oh, here's more markers. Great. Try one of these other markers. Here's the way my cartoon dog looks. Wow, so there's a big difference in these two versions of my dog, right?
Yep.
This one is, what would you say is the biggest difference between these two drawings? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That one. No. Right there. Yeah, that one's like Dookie up a Johnny Jazz.
Yeah? What else about it? Yes.
That one is smaller, that one's bigger.
Yeah, this one's bigger. I exaggerated the size. Right? What else?
Okay, that one's good. It's thicker. That one's
And this one's what? Cartoony. Well, because you know what? I heard a lot of you when I drew it, especially when I put this big smile on his face, laugh, right? That's what we do when we see cartoons. Cartoons are funny versions of the way things look. Yeah.
Oh,
I know you guys are excited, but let's just wait quietly and
that
Now that's
That's what I like.
That looks like an old. Cause I can.
Dang, he can draw.
Well, I hope in real life I don't look exactly like this. Do I? Oh, good. Thank you for saying that. But this is an exaggerated drawing that's kind of silly and funny, and that's what cartoonists do. We do exaggerated, funny, silly drawings. Now, you have a question?
Something. Oh.
2 ovals, right?
Yes, you're making a
Cute, babe.
No.
He probably makes some scrambled eggs.
No, that's Mickey Mouse.
What were those? Ovals, right?
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. You like Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse. No, I know it. A gorilla.
2 circles.
A cow. A cow. What's a cow? A cow. A cow. Mickey Mouse. A gorilla. It's a gorilla. A pig. It's a pig. It's a pig.
What are these shapes?
Triangle. It's a pig. That's a monster. That's a pig. That's a pig. We told you. Now,